closed. I'm just like, okay, good. At least the spirit of a real man will be hovering over me tonight. That's a plus, I guess. Someone who actually fought for something other than a parking spot at GameStop. So I slept with a necklace guy, and I feel good. The next day I would feel good. I would have like a little whore skip in my step. Like, I just banged, and I don't even care if I hear from him. Like, I'm a Samantha. We do exist, right? And then I'm in line at Starbucks, and I'm just like waiting, and I let my thoughts go, I don't know, 3 thoughts too far, and I'm just like, I love his necklace. Like, I love necklaces, and I love him for wearing that stupid necklace. Like, I made fun of him for that necklace, and I think it's like the worst thing about him. I think it might be the best thing about him, because like his necklace, I make fun of reasons for necklaces, but his is actually good. Like, he went to Aeropostale, it was on sale, and he liked it. So like, that's a legit good reason. Oh my God, I wonder where I'm gonna store my necklace when I move in with him. Like, I wonder where, if he has like a necklace tree. Oh my God. I bet when he's ready for me to move in with him, he'll like clean a branch off the necklace tree. And we'll be in bed on like a Sunday morning, and he'll be like, go check the necklace tree. And I'm gonna be like, why? We're in bed, I wanna cuddle. And he's like, just go check the tree. And I'm like, you're being weird. You're being weird. And then I go, and there's like a ring on one of the branches. And it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm moving to Fort Worth. Like, this is insane. And then I'm done. And then I'm in love with a guy who's not gonna text me back because he knew the rules. And it's just like, it's not worth my time anymore. So I've just, no more penises in me. That's my new rule. No more. And it sucks. Because sex, now that that's off the table, man, what do I have? That was the one thing I was good at. If I would hook up with a guy, I would go right from making out, and I'd be like, let's fuck. And it wasn't because I like loved a dick in me. I'm just like, this is the easiest thing to do. And I'm good at it. I like doing things I'm good at. Girls like doing things they're good at. I am great at getting fucked. I just am. And I know that's braggy, but I was just born with the ability to kick back and have a hole. Like, I just like lean into it. And as a whole, I think, as a whole, I think it is by far our best option to get you off is having sex. It's the easiest. I never understand when girls are like, no, I didn't have sex with him. We did everything except sex. I'm like, are you exhausted? Why would you do all the hard stuff? What's in it for you? Sex, at least, like, if you have sex, it's gonna feel good. You could come, you know? You won't, probably. Like, most of the time you don't, but it's like on the table, right? Our options to get you off just are like, ugh, they're not great. And we have to get you off. We do, right, girls? You have to get a guy off, because we all learned about blue balls, right? I grew up in a generation of women who went through a course similar to the DARE program about blue balls, in which we learned that it is our duty to get you off if you think you're gonna get off, you know? If you make a guy hard, you have to see it through, or you're like a selfish cunt. Like, why did you make him hard then if you didn't want to make him come? So do it, you know? If you build it, he must come. You know the rules. Finish what you started. Clean plate club. You get all these. Like, I will. And I certainly will, because blue balls is a pain. It's a severe pain that I could inflict on a man by not blowing him. That's so mean. And the pain, apparently, girls, we can't even understand it. We can't. Physiologically, our bodies are not made to understand that kind of pain. But I can guess the closest we can get is like maybe a spinal fracture or like a gunshot wound. That's kind of in that range. So you go, oh my God, I don't want to make this guy feel that pain, this guy that I don't really even like that much. So you blow him or you fuck him because you're like, I don't want you to be in pain. Here's the antidote. And then you find out it's not a pain, and that's a bunch of bullshit. It's not a pain. It's a feeling. For sure it's a feeling, and I will validate that. It is just like a... want to. Please. I want to. Mom! It's not fair. He got to come. Ah! That's it. That's the feeling. Oh, I know, and you can't act that way either because you're a man, you know, or at least you're dressed like one. So you have to like bottle up that intense anger, and it must be annoying. And I get it. I've felt that way. I've not come before, like almost exclusively. So I understand cranky clit or whatever it is to me. I've felt that frustration, and it sucks. And you feel it as a girl if you don't make a guy come and you give him blue balls or whatever that is, you feel it the next day. Like, girls, do you ever spend the night in a bed with a guy and not touch his dick? Oh, the next morning, the energy will have shifted in the room. There's just a palpable anger that even he's not aware of, but he's tying his shoes kind of loud, and you're like, ah, yikes. He will have brought you to his place in an Uber Black, but then you're going home in a Lyft share. I mean, things have taken a turn. So you just make guys come. Like, you're just like, oh, I'll make them come because I don't want to hurt them. I don't want them to be mad at me. I don't want them to feel bad or sad. So I'll just fucking, here, take a cum. You can have a cum. I was doling out cums all through my 20s. Gave away so many cums. And then I came up with a way to like stop giving out cums, which is I just wouldn't touch their penises. Because if you don't touch their penis, then you don't have to do anything about it. That's a trick I learned. It's like, if you touch their hard dick, it's like inviting a vampire in your house. Like you're obligated to then do something about it, or whatever that rule is. But you can avoid touching their dick. At the end of a date, I always keep my hands up here because I'm just like trying to figure out if I want to touch their dick or not, but I'm just keeping them up here and kind of keeping my space. Because I haven't decided. Maybe I do want to touch your dick. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out. It's always between, oh, do I go home with him or go home and eat? Like, that's usually kind of the battle in a woman's mind. Especially me, like if I'm nervous about a date, I usually haven't like eaten enough that day because I'm scared we're gonna have sex and I don't want to fart during it. So I've like just been like, so I'm starving at this point. I'm just gonna go home. But sometimes they get frustrated and they're like, maybe she doesn't know I'm hard. I think that sometimes you guys are like, maybe she doesn't know. So they'll take your hand and kind of Helen Keller you, like, hey, I'm hard, and you're like, oh, thank you, Papa. Like I don't know why Papa. That doesn't really fit either scenario, but we had fun. But then you touch it, and I do like a hot stove now. I'm like, I didn't touch it. It's like I don't have to do anything. Because if you don't touch, you can just kind of go, good night, and like float away on a toadstool and like go home and eat in bed. But then if you touch it, you either have to do something to it, or you have to tell him that you don't want to do anything with it at this point, right? And that can be like, you're just like, I just don't like you enough now, or I'm not comfortable. It's like a hard conversation to kind of have. And sometimes I'm better at sucking dick than I am at sharing my true feelings. So I blow a guy to avoid telling him the truth. I've done it so many times. But for me to make you come now, I just like, ugh. If I'm not having sex, it used to be my go-to. Now I'm like, I have to blow you. And I'm still not confident in my blowjobs. And I'm trying to get better. But recently I gave one, and 90 seconds in, the same thing happened that always happens. The guy just kind of held my head steady and decided to fuck it himself, you know? Kind of took over and treated my head like a birdhouse. That's how I got through it, is pretending I'm a birdhouse. I have no rhythm. I have no natural rhythm. And so I actually was like, thank you, take the wheel. I don't know what you want. I just don't have a good sense of rhythm. I might be able to show you a good time if you have like a metronome on your nightstand, but it's just not Most girls do not like when you grab their head and just hold it and fuck it. But I truly appreciate the gesture, and because then I can focus on what I'm actually good at, which is gonna be surviving this blowjob because my breathing is now up to you, good sir. Because you don't seem to understand that I can't breathe when your dick is in my head. So I hope you let me get a couple gasps in here and there. I always feel like I'm lost at sea when I'm sucking dick, and I'm just like emerging like Coast Guard and just getting sucked back under. I gotta time them perfectly. And I'm good at breathing during blowjobs because I didn't know guys didn't know we couldn't breathe. But we can't breathe when your dick is in our head. We can't breathe when your dick is in our head. I have to get it through to you. I know you think we can because of our nose. You're like, your nostrils don't have dicks in them. But clearly, it's an open passage. It's the only way to shut off a girl's breathing. Let me tell you, it's from within. I don't know what's happening, but when the dick is in your head, you can't breathe through your nose. You can't. It's like an inside job. I can't explain, but it's all getting clogged. It doesn't take a big dick. It doesn't take deep throat. It's just all, and it's rarely deep throat, by the way. I just want to just briefly tell you that when you think, I don't know, sometimes you just go, take it, you jam it, and it's not like drain snaking its way gently down our esophagus, like boop, 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 like a boomerang of a lady going down a water slide. Like, oh, so fun. Easy, easy does it. No, it's jamming into the back. It's crumbling into our soft palate. I'm like, does he know this is a cul-de-sac? Like, there's no way through. Drive like your kids live here. Like, take it slow, dude. Punching and ramming the back of your head, it hurts. It feels like you're trying to punch through like a game on The Price is Right. It's so aggressive and it hurts. It really does hurt. And I don't know if you guys can't tell because you can't see, but start to look. You'll be able to tell just by it's a little thing we do, like the tears streaming down our face. Thick tears, just like an elephant who lost a friend. Like those, just kind of like. That could be an indication. I couldn't. I guess I wouldn't have known that you can't breathe if a dick's in your head had I not been on the receiving end. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't have. But I'm here to tell you we can't. And I found out guys didn't know that we couldn't breathe from watching a porn. Not even from my own experience. I saw this guy and he was using this girl's head as a fleshlight pretty aggressively. And he did the thing where he was like, take it all. And because he was mad at his mom, clearly. It was something to do with her. She didn't pick him up from school a couple times when she said she was going to make an effort to do so. And she was late. It was embarrassing. And so he's taking it on Savannah. And she had nothing to do with it. I mean, it was in the 80s, well before she even was born. And so he's, take it, bitch. And he's holding her there for a while. And I was holding my breath with her because I was like, I got you, girl. I know you can't breathe. Solidarity, neighborhood watch. Like, I'm on it. So I'm watching. And it's about a minute in. I'm like, this girl's a pro. This is incredible. She must deep sea dive or some shit like that. This is awesome. And then I saw him see her struggle. And he goes, oh, you think that's bad? What about now? And he plugged her nose to be like, take it to the next level. I'm like, this fucking idiot. First of all, that is the most worthless, like, what about now? He should have been like, what about now? And added like a fun Mardi Gras mask flourish. That would have been a more interesting challenge than this, which you're already doing. So I was like, oh my God, if this guy thinks she can't breathe now, like, I'm about to watch her die, So I came really hard and I go back to it and I check in on her and I go, she survived. I'm happy to tell you she lived. Because she knew, and she's smart, and she did her safe word to get out of it, which they had worked out before, which is, and it's so, it's the correct pronunciation. I don't know how to spell it, but it is, I think it's Yiddish, but it's, that's like a hot sound now. Isn't that weird? Porn has made that like a sex sound. Porn sounds used to be like, and now they're